How's it going, everyone? What of course you'll be seeing today is some more Battlefield 4 sniping highlights. I have at least probably 2 to 3 more episodes worth of footage before I have to get back on the Battlefield 4 play again. But the biggest issue, of course, is, and I do have live commentaries as well, I have enough Battlefield 4 footage to post. My biggest concern, and the reason why you haven't seen it a lot lately of Battlefield 4 is because the winter patch that came out sort of slaughtered the game for me. It's been subjective from what I've seen. It's affected others and hasn't and left others alone. For me, no, I've been one of the unfortunate victims of the frequent kill cam bugs and regular crashes. So that's why it's sort of been disheartening figuring I'm finally going to get back into the game and then the winter patch kills the game for me in a way. But on top of that is number 2, I don't have a single topic of interest on any video I could conceivably post. None, and I mean none. So if you'd like to see more Battlefield 4, you have to send me topics, hopefully, and I can come up with that. I know it's the video game maker's responsibility to come up with topics of interest as I post the videos, but I am completely out. I'm good for GTA, I'm good for Destiny, I have nothing for Battlefield 4. I don't have plans to play Hardline anytime soon either, especially because the PC base, apparently the numbers aren't staggering. And on consoles, none of my friends bought it, so I'd be playing by myself, so there's no reason for me to buy it as of yet. Maybe if the price point goes down, I don't know. We'll see in the future. I digress. Send your topics my way if you want to see something Battlefield 4 related, but I finally have something as of late that I can finally talk about in the sniping highlights video here, and that's the fact that Battlefest, which was announced recently, and what I'll get to is the new weapons that'll be coming out. Battlefest for Battlefield 4 will basically do as it says, where every week or every other few days there's some sort of community event or some sort of prize that comes out. Starting, I guess, March 31st, you'll get XP boosts, camos, and other in-game items in battle packs. April 15th to the 4th, there's a gold battle pack giveaway, I'm assuming per day. Each day you log in. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think so on that one. April 22nd to 29th, the Battle Steel contest. You upload screenshots. You can get a dog tag from April 28th to the 4th. And then April 30th to May 4th, of course, is a double XP week. So, subjective interpretation, of course, but to me, it doesn't really do a lot. I don't really care about any of that. But what is interesting that comes after is the fact that as of, well, it says end of May, there'll be a crate DLC drop, and who knows if we have to pay for it or not. Ideally, it'll be free, but 5 new weapons, as long as, additionally with Gunmaster mode, if you remember that from Battlefield 3, and it's very similar to the Counter-Strike, sort of kill with a weapon, progress up, will be coming out in later May, so I finally have something to talk about. On preliminary look, anyway, at least from what I've seen, there's a Grizzly lever action rifle. Some people thought it was a shotgun, but evidence at least points to it being a rifle, which would be interesting. And interesting how they balance that. The OTS-14, I have no idea what that is. It sort of looks like a carbine or an assault rifle of sorts. We'll see how that plays out. And apparently, a fan favorite and one of my favorite weapons that came out, the AN-94. There's 2 other weapons, of course, because there's 5. Speculation, one being that it would probably be the L86A2, which would probably be for the support class in the machine gun category. And I guarantee you, mark my words, the time that this video is posted, right after it gets posted and you guys watch it a day or 2 later, they'll come up with the 5th. And if I had waited an extra day or 2, I probably would have been able to give out the 5th, but who knows. So it looks like anyway that there'd probably be, depending on how they balance it out and send it to which class, there'd be a lever action, which would probably be all classes or just recon. The OTS, which would probably be assault or a carbine. AN-94, which would be assault. L86A2, if that's confirmed, would be support. And then who knows about the 5th. Speculation is that it's the G3A3, which would be great if it was left untouched the way it was in Battlefield 3, because that was, as I've said in numerous videos, one of my favorite weapons. But it does express a concern, because if it was the G3A3, you'd have 2 new additional rifles for assault, and as much as they'd be 2 great weapons to add, this game's life cycle is it's not old and there's still a strong fan base, but it is getting a little bit up there in age. And in addition to that, this game is so bloated with so many different weapon choices, and most of them aren't really conceivable choices if you want to, unless you want to, go for dog tags or give yourself a challenge. But there's always that conflicting, oh, like when you post a video, there's always the conflicting, oh, well, you should challenge yourself and practice other weapons, but if you don't do as great and you're not playing as best as you can, then you have the naysayers saying, well, it's detracting from the overall gameplay and your overall potential, so stick with a weapon that you're familiar with and great with. So there's no winning in posting videos there, but I would review those when they come out. But I do feel giving 2 assault weapons, especially this late in the game in this weapon cycle, is a bit interesting. But hey, let me know your thought process on it. Let me know which weapons you'd want to see or the weapons that will be posted or at least shown in. And when it comes and if the game's working, I'll review them and I'll post my thoughts on that. You know the drill. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of the highlights.